The Dan Flegbara query. It is a surprise, therefore, that we are suffering in this country. A school which cost 160,000 to construct by the private sector cost in excess of 500,000 when done by this government. Why won't Ghanaians suffer? The presidential candidate then told us that 500,000 for a school was too expensive and that it amounted to corruption. Today, under the man who is prepared to protect the public purse, he is spending almost 800,000 to construct a school. Mr. Speaker, I do recall the majority leader when he said that when you throw ash into the air, it certainly comes back into your eyes. If 500,000 is mark of corruption, if 500,000 was too expensive, what do we talk about 770,000? What is happening? In less than a year, this is what we are seeing. Meanwhile, Mr. Speaker, we are told that inflation is coming down. But Mr. Speaker, when we met as a committee, we were told that the ministry formed and inaugurated a 10-member regional team and trained them to conduct the infrastructure needs of all the 275 constituencies. Mr. Speaker, I am the MP for Yape Kosogo constituency. If you come to the constituency, Mr. Speaker, and you want to interact with stakeholders, does it not make sense? Is it not proper that at least you talk to the MP to also contribute and tell you what their problems are? We are members of parliament, Mr. Speaker. We are members of parliament. When something goes wrong, we shouldn't take partisan position. And more often than not, we hear of people go to a constituency, claim that they've interacted with the constituency, without even contacting the member of parliament who was elected by the people in that constituency. Mr. Speaker, I am therefore not surprised that we are spending 71 million cedis of the taxpayers' money. And if you go to the appendices, Mr. Speaker, Appendix 4A tells you that we are taking more than 400 million out of our oil money. And out of that, we are using 71 million to run these offices. Mr. Speaker, if you look at the budget for this ministry, it is more than 7 infrastructure ministries put together. It is equivalent to the 6 economic ministries put together. And yet, we are spending 71 million just to run the offices. Mr. Speaker, we are spending 15 million Ghana cedis to hire or rent offices. And in that same year, after renting offices for 15 million, we renovate them for another 3 million. Hey! I mean, why can we dissipate the public purse in such a manner? Why can we misuse the public purse in such a manner? I think that this is very unfortunate. Mr. Speaker, if you go to my constituency and you tell them that you want to spur development, you want to bring productivity, the solution is not to procure an ambulance. My district can procure that ambulance. If you want to construct cheap compounds, there's a Ministry of Health. If you want to construct dugouts, there's a Ministry of Agriculture. I hold a view, Mr. Speaker, that this Ministry for Special Development Initiative, I hold a view that this ministry is moribund. It ought not to exist because it is nothing but a duplication of the work of the assemblies and the existing ministries, Mr. Speaker. We are spending 71 million cedis of the Ghanaian taxpayer. Your money, the money that we get from our oil resources, we are taking 71 good million cedis to run these offices. We are spending 15 million to rent offices. Couldn't we have used this money for something better? Mr. Speaker, it saddens me. Mr. Speaker, it hurts me. Mr. Speaker, I am in pain. Mr. Speaker, I am in a state of melancholy. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, we can't continue like this. No. Mr. Speaker, on this sad note, I wish to advise His Excellency the President to listen to our advice and protect the public first, and not turn this ministry into a ministry where money is dissipated, where money is spent without value for money. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.